Hey everybody, in this reading we'll be looking at things that didn't come through in my other readings for whatever reason. And these things could be about love, work, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. I'll do a couple of spreads and maybe additional clarification or outcome spreads if necessary. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the first spread, Gemini. We have the Four of Cups clarified by the Nine of Swords. We have the Hermit clarified by the Ten of Wands. Then we have the Fool clarified by the Knight of Cups. And we also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Libra, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Gemini, you got somebody coming back to you. And I don't think that's an ex, it's somebody you rejected in the past. And they haven't been taking it that well. I don't know how long it's been since you rejected them, but perhaps you had a reason. It's like you gave this person a reality check. That's how it feels. To the point where they had to rethink their life. Alright? Seriously, they had to rethink their life. Perhaps something about this person was unacceptable to you, or perhaps they didn't take you seriously. The way they approached you was all wrong, and you gave this person like a cold shower, like a reality check, and they've been thinking about it ever since, and they're gonna try again. Okay? Yes, that's how I see this. We've got a whole bunch of major arcana cards on the table, right? 3 of them out of about almost half, right? So let's talk about this real quick. So we got the Four of Cups clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Four of Cups is a card of a rejection, and I think this is you rejecting that person. The Nine of Swords clarifying that. I think that's how this person felt after you told them what you told them, after you gave them the reason. Again, perhaps you were just very straightforward with them about what they did in their life at that point, about how they acted themselves, and it was like a reality check for them. And that kind of threw them off into a loop with that Nine of Swords. So it kind of stressed them out, even to a point where they were a little bit depressed. All right, and then we have the Hermit clarified by the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of a burden. All right, and the Hermit could be a Virgo you're dealing with, but the Hermit is a card of somebody who goes into isolation, somebody who goes and does some soul searching, somebody who goes through some kind of a thought process. So you basically opened up the eyes to this person on what was going on with them, or the way they behaved, the way they acted, perhaps, I don't know. You can leave me a comment, let me know if it's not too personal, if it's not too private. But it made them rethink their strategy, rethink their life, and something like that. So here they come with the Fool clarified by the Knight of Cups, and we'll also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. Justice could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice is a very serious card. It could be a major apology, especially if they approached you incorrectly. Perhaps they got their shit together. Justice could be like the legal system or something like that. Justice could be a government organization. But perhaps with the Justice card, this is them now wanting to be serious with you, right? So the Fool clarified by the Knight of Cups, they're going to try again. The Fool could be an Aries you're dealing with. The Knight of Cups could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the Fool is a card of starting from a clean slate. All right, the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. The Fool is actually a card of liberation. So perhaps if this person was doing something that was unacceptable to you, that was a deal breaker for you, they liberated themselves of that. They no longer do that. All right, and the Knight of Cups, if it's not a water sign, then expect a very romantic gesture from this person. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight out of all four knights. The Knight of Cups is often referred to as the knight in a shining armor. So yeah, interesting reading so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do a clarification or an advice or a potential outcome spread for this spread, just to see where you could take this. All right, cool. Here's the second spread, Gemini. This is an advice / clarification / potential outcome for what we saw in the first spread. We have Strength, the Lovers, Judgment, and the World. Wow. Gemini. Just wow, 4 major arcana cards. Every single card on the table is a major arcana card. The good news is that the Lovers is your major arcana card. And it's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. At the same time, the Lovers is a card of a choice. Alright? So you do have a choice to make when this person shows back up. Strength, the first card that came out could be a Leo you're dealing with, or it could simply say that it's going to happen right now because we're in the middle of a Leo birthday season. Perhaps this is a way of the universe to say, yes, it's coming right now. For others of you, strength could be a card of courage, and it could be them, the person, having courage to come towards you, having courage to change their life, to rethink their life, or it could also be a courage for you. Perhaps for you to take that leap of faith that we saw in the first spread, to take that risk, it will also require courage. The World on the bottom of the deck, this is my happy end card. It's also a card of someplace remote, but I think in this case, this is the happy end. So you'll just have to decide what's going to be the happy end for you. All right, Gemini. The Judgment card right next to the deck. This card is a card of somebody coming back from the past, all right? But at the same time, especially if it's the last card that comes out, it's, at least in my spread, I usually interpret it as a card of somebody having to make a judgment call, right? Again, this is you having to make a judgment call as to how you want to handle this, all right? It's unavoidable, Gemini, because all cards are major arcana cards. Up to you, Gemini. It really is. Whenever I see spreads like this, Gemini, that usually means that you'll be okay either way. You know, you'll be all right either way. Whether you decide to have your happy end with this person or with somebody else in the future. Okay, but this is an important decision that you have coming up. I didn't mean to confuse you, but the universe wants you, Gemini, to make the decision on your own. All right, then we're moving on. Let's take a look at another thing that you could potentially forget about. Here's another spread for you, Gemini. We have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Six of Cups. We have the Magician, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Wands, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow air sign, another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Virgo and Sagittarius on the table. You'll be hearing from somebody from the past. I believe this spread is about work, business, and finance. So somebody you used to work with in the past or do business with in the past, they're going to show back up, and they want to do it all over again with you. Okay? The Knight of Swords, the first card I came out could be a fellow air sign. Or, since it's the fastest night out of all 4 nights, perhaps this is them traveling back. This person is back in town, or they are in town and they want to meet with you, they want to talk to you, they want to catch up with you, right? And the Six of Cups, clarifying it, is a card of somebody coming back from the past, all right? And the rest of the spread, them wanting to do business with you, them wanting to work with you, hire you for a full-time job or a side gig, or they just want to start a business with you. For some of you, you've already done something similar like this with this person. You have. Perhaps this is just another opportunity to do the same thing. The Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. This is the start of a new cycle, but since it's somebody from your past, perhaps you've already worked with them, you've already done business with them, you've already, I don't know. And that's what they want to do with you again. Or perhaps they just know that you are an amazing person, a great asset, the best of what you do, and that's why they want to hire you or work with you or do business with you. The Magician, the next card over, it's actually one of your major arcana cards, Gemini. You share it with Virgo, right? But perhaps that's the way this person sees you, right? When it comes to work, business, and finances, the Magician is a card of a professional, somebody who finds creative solutions to complex problems, somebody who is a miracle worker, you know, a great person when it comes to this particular skill set. The Eight of Pentacles, clarifying the Magician, is a card of work, business, and finances. The Three of Pentacles, the next card over, is also a card of a business relationship or collaboration of some sort. And the Six of Wands, clarifying that, is a card of victory and success. It's a card of a triumph. All right, so I think this is a pretty good proposition. If I were you, Gemini, I would at least think about this, because I see this either being a successful project or a successful investment, or if this is a job offer, then I think you will at least like it, and hopefully it will even help you with your career growth or something like that. I see this as a big plus. This proposition is a big plus. Somebody really values you. Whoever this person or company coming back, they value your skill set, your ability to solve problems. Perhaps they think of you as a very creative individual and things like that. So if I were you again, Gemini, I would at least consider. I think this is something you could benefit from. All right, Gemini, so that's what I have for you. Let me know what you think of this format. I used to use this format in the past, but then I put it on a shelf, and I'm trying to revive it. Let me know what you think of this, the Lost Messages format. Other than that, Gemini, I hope this resonates, and have a great August.